we're gonna do some leg stuff. So we're gonna do a quick warm up. There's gonna be 3 movements in our warm up. Each one we're gonna do for 30 seconds and we'll go through 3 times. And before we start the clock, I'm just gonna show you those movements real quick. So the first one is gonna be an inchworm. For that, I'm gonna start standing. I'm gonna bring my hands to the ground and then I'm gonna walk out to the top of a push-up. And then from here, I'm gonna tiptoe my feet in, trying to keep my legs straight for as long as I can. Eventually, I'm gonna kind of run out of room, and then I can stand up, and I'll start my next rep. Second thing will be a side plank, and we're going for 30 seconds. So with the side plank, we'll just switch at 15 seconds. So for my side plank, starting on my elbow, you can also do this from your hand, but I'm gonna just bring my hips off the ground. When it comes time to switch, I'm just gonna kind of swing through a regular elbow plank and then come to the other side. Another way to scale that is bending at the knee and then doing it from there. I'm just kind of shortening the length that I have to support. It's gonna make it a little bit easier. And then the third thing will be a walking lunge. If you don't have room to walk, you can just do a lunge in place. But if I'm doing a walking lunge, I'm gonna step forward. Ideally, my back knee is gonna touch the ground, and then I'm gonna push through that front foot and then keep going just like that. But like I said, you can absolutely just do lunges in place. That's all good. So I'm gonna start the clock. We're gonna go for 30 seconds on each move. Let's start in 10 seconds, starting with that inchworm. 3, 2, all right, let's inchworm. Walking our hands out, then tiptoeing our feet. Then we can stand. If you need to take a step back, reset. That's all good. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the side plank. We're gonna switch halfway. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Let's do some walking lunges. Nice job. 5 seconds, we go back to inchworms. 2, 1, let's inchworm. Three, 2, 1. Let's go down to side plank. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Other side. Three, 2, 1. Walking lunges or lunges in place. Three, 2, 1. Back to the inchworm one more time through. Three, two, one. Let's pop down to that side plank. Doing great, everyone. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the other side. Three, two, one. Lunges. Nice job. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Rest. All right. Nice job, everyone. So today, for our strength portion, we're going to do the split squat. We're going to put a little spin on it. So first, let's talk about the split squat. So split squat is sort of like a lunge, but you don't return to a standing position, and you also don't start in one. So for a split squat, I'm going to bring one foot back in this split position. So I'm just kind of on my toe, and then I want my feet to be wide enough to allow room for me to move straight down, because what I want to do for the split squat is bring this back knee to the ground. So I'm coming straight down, tapping the ground, and then coming back. But my feet stay in that split position the whole time. Let's try like 3 or 4 split squats on each side, just to get a feel for the movement, and then I'll tell you about the tempo we're going to have. Looks good. Nice, everyone. Okay, so what we're going to do today is 5 sets. Each set will be 8 on one leg, 8 on the other, and then we'll rest. But we're going to take a little bit of a tempo and throw it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 3-second lowering phase. So on each rep, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, and then I can come up as fast as I want. So 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. So on and so forth. So each one is going to take 3 seconds down. If you want to incorporate weight, you certainly can. And you can hold on to it however is comfortable. So with a split squat, a lot of people will just have it hanging down at their side. And that's fine. You could hold it up here. Or you could even do like a front rack position. Or if you've got something a little more unwieldy, like let's say a sandbag, you could hold it here or even pop it onto your back like a barbell. Those are all valid options, but weight is definitely not required. Any questions so far? We're gonna do 5 sets, 8 on each leg. We'll rest together. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna start a clock just to track our rest, and we will do our first set in 10 seconds. I'm gonna count for me, but don't feel like you have to match my pace. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. All right, we're gonna rest about a minute. We'll go when the clock says 2:05. Fifteen seconds. All right, set number 2. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Those last 3 reps on the second leg are always a doozy. We'll go when the clock says 4:15. Whew. All right, set number 3, we ready? Feeling good? All right. Here we go, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! Nicely done, everyone. 3 down, 2 to go. We'll go when the clock says 6:45. Whew. Ready for set 4? All right. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. 4 down, 1 to go. We'll rest till the clock says 9:15. All right, we got one more. Let's do it. We got this. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Nice. Nice job. So, for the last piece today, we're going to have 3 movements, 12-minute clock. We're going to cycle through the movements as many times as we can for 12 minutes. But the twist on this one is we're going to start with 10 reps of each. Each time we go through, we're going to add 5 reps. So first time through, it'll be 10, 10, 10. Second time through, 15, 15, 15, 20, 20, 20. It's going to grow very quickly. Eventually, we're just kind of chipping away at these somewhat bigger numbers. So the 3 movements are the hollow rock or the tuck rock. I'll show you both. The hang power clean and the snatch. So let's talk about all 3. The hollow rock or the tuck rock. So if I want to do a hollow rock, I want to get into a hollow body position, and then I'm just going to rock back and forth. And the idea here is that my low back, I'm trying to turn it into the bottom of a rocking chair. So for a hollow body position, 2 things are going to happen. I'm going to bring my legs just a few inches off the ground, and I'm going to curl my shoulder blades up off the ground, and then arms above my head. So just my low back is my point of contact, and then I'm just going to rock just like a rocking chair. So there's 1, 2, so on and so forth. So if you want to scale that, we can make ourselves a little bit shorter so our abs have less that it has to maintain. So instead of arms up, I can arms in and then come into a tuck position. Still just low back on the ground, so my shoulders are curled up off the ground. And then from here, I can rock like that. And if that also doesn't work, we could substitute like sit-ups would be the next step down from that. So let's try a couple hollow rocks if you haven't already, or tuck rocks, or maybe both, see which one we like more, which we want to do for the workout. Awesome. Cool. Love it. Second movement is going to be the hang power clean. You can do this single hand or 2-hand. I'll show you both. So if I'm going to do a 2-hand version, let's say I'm just going to use this dumbbell. I'm going to start above my knee, so just above my knee. Then I'm going to come back, extend, bring the dumbbell up, and then catch in like a tiny 1/8 of a squat. So at speed, just like that. Or let's say I've got sandbag here. I'm going to come down. For this one, because it's hanging down, I would come to till my hands are at my knees, and I'm going to come up and pop it into that front rack position. Just like that. And the single hand version, same idea. I just got one hand on the weight at a time, so I'm coming down to just around my knee, coming up, extending, and then bringing it into a front rack position where the back end of the bell is resting on my shoulder. So let's try a few. Really focusing on the point where we go from our knee to extending, opening up our hips, popping that weight onto our shoulder. Nice. Cool. Looks great, everyone. Awesome. Okay, last one is the snatch. Now, for this one, the weight is going from the ground to overhead in one smooth movement. Main thing I want to make sure I'm doing when I'm doing snatches is that I'm not just kind of like hunkering down and ripping it off the ground. I don't want to like pull a weight off the ground with my back in this position a ton of times. So as I approach my weight, I just want to make sure that I'm bending at the knee to pop it up overhead rather than just keeping my legs straight and bending over like that. So from here, I'm going to come up, extend, and then pull the weight overhead, and then I can come back down just like that. If you're somewhere where you don't want to tap the ground, maybe you have a nice hardwood floor, or maybe the thing you're using is a little delicate, then we can just start each rep from below the knee somewhere, just like that. So let's try a few of those, maybe like 2, 3 on each side.
For counting, if we're doing one on each side, or like if we're each side separately, would we then do 20 or would we do still 10, but like 5 on each side?
The number will always be the total. So like if it's 10, you're going to do 10 total regardless of which side.
Thanks.
So not, does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure there's a more concise way to put that, but okay. So, first of all, Lynn, do you have room overhead? Is that going to work out?
Barely. Yeah, I'm going between stringers, but I think I figured it out.
Okay. If we get into a workout and you don't like it, it's too much to think about, we could replace it with like a kneeling press or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So
Maybe I'll try to see how that goes.
Awesome. Love that. Okay. So 12-minute clock. Starting with 10 hollow rocks, 10 hang power cleans, 10 snatch. And Jen did have a really good question. If you're doing single hand, you're still doing the same number. So like 10 would be 5 on each side, 20 will be 10 on each side. So, but 10 hollow rocks, 10 hang power cleans, 10 snatch. Next time you go through, you'll add 5 to everything. 15, 15, 15. Next time, 20, 20, 20, so on and so forth for 12 minutes. Any questions? Good to go? All right. Let's start in 10 seconds with 10, 10, 10. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Great work, everyone. Nicely done. Nice job. Doing great. Doing great, everyone. Doing great, everyone. Hitting that halfway mark. Nice work, everyone. Whew. About 4 more minutes. There we go. Almost there. "90 seconds. Whew. There we go, last minute. There you go. All right, 30 seconds. Let's keep moving. Nice job, everyone. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, rest. Nice job, everyone. Woo! All right, so if you want a little bit of mobility today, let's do a seated straddle. So for a seated straddle, I'm bringing my legs wide, and then a couple different things. One, first for a little bit, I'm gonna sink toward the middle. Some people are very flexible in this range of motion. They can like lay down on the floor. I just come a little bit forward and I'm good to go. So I'm breathing this whole time. and just kind of coaxing myself down. And then if you want to start exploring side to side, like a good old-fashioned kind of pre-run type stretch, then back to the middle, and then off to the side, kind of focusing more on one leg than the other. We're just going to hang out here for about 30 more seconds. Great work today, everyone. That's all I got for you. Have a great